A lot of thunder, a lot of strucking going on. Russia is going to face severe consequences. I don't know what they're going to face. What else can you do to them? That you're not going to hurt yourself. That's the big thing. Trump is thinking of midterms right now. He is. He's thinking midterms. That is because he knows if things go south, the economy slows, the wars pick up, we get dragged into something that he is on the ballot, but not on the ballot. And I told you guys a couple weeks ago, this is what their pitch is going to be. You know, and I don't think it's a good pitch. If Democrats would take the House, they're going to impeach Trump. Which is not good for them either. It's not a good pitch for either. Because most people are like, really? Yeah. No, we don't want that.
Again, for the third time?
For the third time?
And then they'll just, if the GOP has the Senate, they're just going to lose the trial in the Senate.
That is the dumbest thing in the world. And what would you impeach him on this time?
He said mean things, Chad.
Yeah, I don't think that's something you could do.
It's something.
Shutting down the border.
Yeah, he's got every right. He's already won that in court. They didn't even try that because he already won it the first time. All he did was put his order back in.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's like, what are you going to do? I mean, what they would do, though, I will tell you this, the first day that Epstein stuff's going to come right out. That first day, they take over. They'll walk in there, swear, grab that stuff, and roll with it. Absolutely. So, but that's a big if. You got a long way to go. So we'll see what happens this weekend in Alaska. I heard, now, where were you guys when the Uvalde shooting happened? Were you guys on the air?
I think I was.
What's that?
Uvalde shooting.
Were you on the air when Uvalde happened?
I don't know if I was on the air, but I was here.
For some reason, I'm thinking we were because I was producing Dan at the time.
I remember Parkland, and then I remember, Connecticut was, and I remember when that thing took place there, and I was in between shows. I was doing a morning music radio show. I know, crazy, right? And then I had a break in between, and you started to hear that something had happened, but you didn't know what it was. And then by the time I went on the air, everything was, but we were on the air when Uvalde happened, and watching it was, because you're just like, what the hell is going on? So audio is out, new audio of that day. And I will tell you what, sickening because you know what took place, the horrors that took place that day. But listening to the parents is heart-wrenching. Also, what's heart-wrenching is the fact that these kids are facing hell, and idiots. Barney Fife could have showed up with his one bullet and done a better job than Pete Arredondo. It is, and I'm going to play some of this, and it breaks it down minute by minute, hour by hour, and you can hear the parents in the background. You hear all this stuff. It is, if you want to know how not to do something, this is it.
Sir, this is Arredondo with the School District Police. Can you please put your firearm down?
New video capturing crucial moments inside Uvalde's Robb Elementary School after a gunman opened fire on May 24th, 2022. The district releasing hours of never-before-seen footage showing a response caught amid confusion and chaos. At 11:40 a.m., just minutes after the shooter entered the school, you can see officers treating his grandmother, the first victim, who ID'd her own grandson as the gunman.
Salvador Ramos. Apparently he just shot his grandmother.
Outside Robb Elementary, as precious time passed.
Sure.
Panicked parents heard off camera, shouting at authorities to do something.
Get back! Get back!
And the parents there, and it's devastating.
They would have had to have shot me.
Yeah.
Because I would have.
Oh, God, yeah. That was absolutely would have had a shot.
Like if my kid is in something like,
And the thing is, the thing that is also, do you remember they arrested one of the officers because his wife, I think, was in there? And I think she was shot. And they ended up arresting him because he was going to go in.
yeah.
He was going to go in. It's not done. And again, if I was running a police force, I'm going to say, all right, guys, I'm going to show you how not to do something. It's going to be painful to watch. But this here is the most cluster you will ever see, all based on the fact that an idiot was in charge. Somebody won an election or whatever, and he had no idea what to do, and it showed on this day.
By 12 p.m., with dozens of armed officers lining hallways, the school's police chief, Pete Arredondo, began pleading with the gunman, barricaded inside a classroom.
These are innocent children, sir. Please talk to me. Please talk to me, sir.
No response is ever heard.
I need cover. You got more kids.
Nearby, other officers tried to clear classrooms of terrified students and teachers.
Go, pass. Go.
At 12:08 p.m., the gunman's own aunt heard begging authorities to shoot him.
Kill him! Kill him!
Help us.
He's doing it because his mom and everyone.
Kill him. That's his aunt saying, kill him.
Man.
Kill him. And, Barney Fife, Pete Arredondo, that is going to be, you should be called that if you're an idiot. In Norway, you're called a Quisling. Quisling was the guy who collaborated with the Nazis and took over them. He was like the biggest puppet in the world. They call you a Quisling. That means you're an idiot. This guy here, Barney Fife, I told you, Barney Fife, one bullet in his, Andy would have done a better job. Listening, his aunt, my aunt and I are so close. She kind of raised me. I could never imagine my aunt saying, kill him. That's how bad it was and desperate because you know what? It's a small town and these people all know everybody.
Yeah, and she knew what he was capable of.
She absolutely did. And, of course, Pete Arredondo's running around going, oh, I can't find the keys.
Nearly an hour after that first gunshot, authorities shout questions back and forth, looking for keys. They'd later find the door unlocked. Painful minutes follow until 12:50 p.m. when a team of officers breach the classroom. With the gunman dead, authorities frantically call for medical backup. The frightening scene unfolding into one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history.
On that day, 22 dead, 21 injured. And
they were looking for the keys and then later found the door was open.
But it's okay. You can trust government to protect you.
I wouldn't have cared if you had the keys or not because I'm going in there because that's what we're going to do. And you going, hey, you should really put the gun down. Let's talk. Are you kidding me?
Let's have a conversation instead of violence. Idiot.
Yeah.
After he's killed how many kids already?
I know. First of all, he's already killed his grandmother.
Yeah.
So know that this is what he's capable of already. So Peter Arredondo and Gonzalez, one was hit Arredondo, 29 counts for endangering or abandoning a child. That's a felony. And 29 counts for Gonzalez for the same. I don't even... There's been a conviction, which is weird. 15-year-old girl in Germany was convicted for neglecting to report the planned crimes. Did you remember that?
No.
So apparently he was conversing with somebody in Germany, and they convicted that person of not, I guess.
So he had told her what he was going to do?
I guess so, yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I've never heard that element before.
No, I haven't heard that.
I don't think I have
element.
either.
So, and whether or not you have to put your, as a first responder, everybody thinks they have to run towards it. That's kind of what they're paid to do. I think Supreme Court's already ruled that you don't have to. There's nothing in there that says you have to. That's why I think that guy at Parkland, the guy who ran away, because that's not part of it. That's what you're supposed to do. But because of how bad this was handled, do you remember what happened at Covenant? Those guys didn't wait for anything.
Yeah, they went in without the proper body armor.
Without the proper, because they knew, first of all, they knew how horrible that was run. But also, they knew once shots are fired and there's kids, it's you go, right? This guy wasn't calling up saying he wanted $4 million in Bitcoin and a helicopter. And no, he wasn't negotiating. He was killing.
Yeah.
It was number one everywhere, just about. They sold 6 million copies, and then after that, they fell apart. There was already deaths. But they made it so much worse by inaction. And who ended up coming in could never get himself well. The border. He had a lot of troubles. He ended up dying a few years ago. It was their version of SWAT. The good fight. He didn't want to die, but he knew he was going. And I bet he was on these guys are idiots.
Yeah, and the guys at Covenant
second,
were just
if I'm
decisive.
correct.
They figured out where she was, went right toward her, and shot her.
Really bad
and when she wouldn't stop moving, they shot her again until she was dead.
B-list and D-list celebrities. It was some C-list.
So
somebody said, how much did the door cost? We'll see if Dr. I don't know. Who's it? What doctor was it?
A lot of people like
wasn't
you,
Dr. Phil. It was. I would have.
Dr. Drew, right?
You were never going to stop me from getting in there.
Yes.
Absolutely not, man.
Yeah. Hey, I know you
and
do
if you
want to turn this into me
got a real
getting
problem,
killed
how would you feel
by
if
an
MTV
tried to get you well?
Then
they were massive.
Fine,
the song was
but
I'm
one
going to make in so many places. Every possible move,
but it never stopped.
Every intention that I have struggling. They tried to get back together. My being is going to get in there.
There should be no qualified immunity for dereliction.
Man, that was a cool song. He had his own hit though with Paul Oakenfold, Shifty, called "Starry Eye Surprise." But the band itself,
that's
when
the
you
guy
hear it,
that
because
did,
you know there are kids in
Tubular
there
Bells?
who went to school that day.
Who? Paul Oakenfold?
Yeah, and they didn't come home.
The theme to
a lot of
The
those
Exorcist.
kids, as they talked about.
There
was
opportunities
not him.
to save them.
Oakenfold
if
had
not
another.
For
He had
Arredondo
doing
Tubular
nothing.
Bells was somebody else.
And they talked about. Well, he's like, I didn't really know who was in charge.
Once again,
and he went on Celebrity. He was on Celebrity Rehab too.
Mike Oldfield.
Yeah,
maybe
Mike Oldfield.
You figure out if you can't find the guy in charge, you take charge.
That's it. To say and he also went on Celebrity Rehab Presents.
You go.
I mean, you go. There should be no stopping. But that
instead it was
so massive,
and you couldn't go anywhere.
It'd be really nice if you could put the gun down.
Was number one in so many places for quite a long time, and I think it finished top 12.
A lot of good stuff.
Top 15 here for the year because that's who we are.
And one of the other things that happened in Texas, by the way,
that
is
right there. She won hit one.
Texas
of the day.
passed
Butterfly. He wrote it about his
the
girlfriend
map
because he goes, we used to,
but it only passed
about
the Senate. It did not pass the House because they're the ones who are gone. So everybody's like, "Oh, cool, they got through." Well, they didn't really.
Yes.
Get it done.
Who's the weirdest artist you've ever met?
They're going to have to go back and do another session.
I think that
the first time I met Scott Weiland,
we know from the multiple
Stone
sources
Temple
that
Pilots,
have told us that they have accomplished their mission of delaying and derailing this first special legislative session that Greg Abbott called in Texas. They say that they could come home as soon as this weekend, and they feel like they have also sparked national outrage for these efforts to redistrict mid-decade for explicitly political reasons.
No way.
They redistrict for political reasons?
You ever work in music radio? Is it only half decade or is it decade always? Oh, yeah, it's every time they do that. But I saw people today going, oh, cool, they got it through. They didn't get it through. I'm just letting you guys know. You have to have, it goes from the Senate to the House. Because
did you play both country and Western?
So they has to call in another special session for there to be a...
Oh, my Lord. Somebody said, what the hell did I just listen to?
That so we could get to his desk
and we know what we're talking about.
So we could go to the courts.
We're talking about...
They'll decide what to do from there.
The one guy's the only song I recognize was Ken's song.
A little White Girl Wednesday.
Oh, my Lord.
We'll tell you what our one-hit wonders were today.
No, you got it
if right. You guys thought
nobody listens to
well, Crazy Town
Bell's
is
weird.
You've got to be
just hello.
If you're a little young, you
not
might
weird.
Recognize Crazy Town.
I'm
not saying
this
this 3 weeks in a row. Bell has picked somebody we've never heard of. If you
Number
even the
4
kids
hit, you've never
downstairs, and
heard
they
of
said,
it.
"What's your
Nope.
one hit
Time
wonder?"
to get with the
today?
times,
My
sir.
kids are in
We
their,
keep calling the
early
dude
20s
Getty.
to mid-20s.
That's not his name.
I said Crazy Town.
David
They're like, "Oh, that's a
Geddes.
cool song."
That's
it. That's it.
That.
You know what's
And
interesting?
I
There
bet
is
you
no.
he lives right
there's
here in
no
Nashville.
song. He's probably
of
going to
the
text us
summer.
in 5 minutes and say, "Hey,
I'm coming down there to
normally
whoop
there's
your
a
ass.
song,
Punch you guys right in the knees.
There
I
is
can't
no
believe you guys
song
made fun of my
this year of the
song.
summer. We'll play that among
That
other
has
things. Straight ahead,
taken
Benson,
over.
Super Talk 997. We'll do that tomorrow because it's kind of fun.
Somebody
because
actually
there is
got
something that has taken over.
The song. And
That's
we're
a
going to play
song
his
that
song
came out
coming up a
years
little
ago,
bit
but
that
it's
Bell picked
only
for One
taken
Hit Wonder
over
Wednesday.
because of
Yeah, that's a
TikTok
stupid
and a
song. Put it down.
voiceover with it. So we'll probably have some fun with that tomorrow. Coming
Love
up,
this song.
the
I wonder if
welcome
that
Matt.
actually played at the
We
swimming pool
welcome
where me and my buddies would be.
Matt in here.
Because
and he'll walk in here and we'll ask him.
What year was
have
that,
you ever
Bell?
heard Bell's
75.
crappy song?
70.
that he picked today?
It definitely
I bet
was
you
on.
he has it.
It'd
If you
probably
see Show
come on
Jam and you've got
after
the podcast,
Don't Go Breaking
I bet
My
it's just
Heart.
Talk 997. I
Well,
wouldn't
it's
if I tried.
Number 4 hit. So, I mean, it was
It definitely
pretty,
came on.
Number 4 hit. He had enough money to buy a Lincoln Continental.
And a sandwich.
With the ashtrays.
With the ashtrays. Absolutely.
Ashtrays.
You ever
in
seen
the car,
commercials
man.
from like the 70s and they'll talk about that? The new Dodge Dart has 17 different ashtrays.
We're sitting around here going, can we get a cup holder?
One of my, when I go and get a car, that is one of my, okay, where am I going to put my drink?
Yeah.
That It's super important. You got a good drink area.
Got to
right?
have a good cup holder.
Got to have good cup holders. You know, we were talking about what took place at Robb Elementary, and somebody said, you said you couldn't stab. We were talking earlier about the death penalty, and somebody said eye for eye. We should be able to do, you know, whatever that person did to your family member, you should do it to them. And you're like, you said you couldn't stab your daughter's killer, but you said you'd run it? Yeah, there's a difference between protecting and that and saying there's a guy who's laying on a table, now go stab him 35 times. That's a different thing. You know, and there's a different thing between trying to protect and then I'm going to get an eye for an eye. Did you see that lady yesterday? It was all over. Her husband was killed, and this was the sentencing day. And she walked right over to the kid. He was getting 20 years, and she gave him a hug, and she says, Jesus loves you. You're forgiven, and we're going to get through this. Kid had all kinds of problems.
What was his response?
He was just in tears.
From her or because he was getting sentenced?
From her, because he knew he had done wrong. I think he was drunk, and this wasn't the first time. He had a lot of substance abuse problems, and it was one of those things where, but just the, you know, and she said afterwards, she goes, he knows what he did was wrong. He's paying the price for it, and God loves him, and, you know, and I thought, people have that attitude, and I think it's a good attitude to have. It is. I mean, it's tough at first. But yeah, when it comes to protecting kids or protecting family and friends,
sure, there's
a different story than, you know, here's a knife, go cut somebody's head off.
Yeah, that's Dexter doesn't even do that.
No, he doesn't. And if you've never seen the stabbings and stuff, it's not like the movies. Here to tell you that.
No,
right
it
now.
is.
And if you've ever seen, you know, like the horrors of stuff like that, it is not like the movies. It isn't.
Yeah, it takes longer than 15 seconds to strangle someone, too.
Yeah, that's so true. You would not have been good at MMA.
Right.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it takes, like, these guys who, like, they'll go and they'll talk to detectives and stuff who talk about the stranglings. They'll tell you, that the serial killers, that sometimes it takes them hours.
It's terrible.
So, because it's not, like you said, it's not like the movies. None of it's like the movies. I got news for you. Coming up, One Hit Wonder Wednesday, we'll relive some of the greatest moments of Bell's awesome song from Geddy Lee.
David Geddes. David Geddes.
Tom Sawyer, don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. So we'll do that straight out, among other things. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. All right. We're going to start with you, Ken, this time.
All right.
You know, it's interesting. I was reading about them. They did a lot of stuff that ended up on television and in the movies. Never had a hit. So they did stuff. Turn Up the Radio was on Miami Vice. But And it's also, it was the guitar solo of the year, by the way, from Guitar Player magazine, 1985. Yep. On top of that, they did songs for Secret Admirer, starring C. Thomas Howell, Kelly Preston, Corey Haim, and Lori Loughlin. They did songs for Fright Night. I love Fright Night. Their second album they went on tour with Motley Crue and Heart. And then they did the song Winning is Everything for the film Youngblood, starring Rob Lowe. Remember that? Rob Lowe and Cynthia Gibb. Oh, she was in Fame. In that movie with Rob Lowe, you saw her boobies. Yeah.
Now I got to go watch that movie.
This is great. My friend Tracy Savage, she was in, I think she was in Friday the 13th, part 3D. Yeah, she got killed. She got killed.
Early or horrifically?
She was in Friday the 13th, part 3. Oh yeah, he grabbed her by the. She was the one on the bed, and he comes out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and every time I see her, I'm like, I saw your boobies.
Right through her back.
She's all, shut up, Chad. She was also on Little House on the Prairie, but still, it doesn't matter.
She show her boobies there?
No, she did not. Nobody did. Yeah, that was kind of a weird thing. They've got the new one. Get ready to come out. Yeah.
Oh, please no.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I didn't need to know that, to be honest.
They got the new one. Get ready to come out. You know it's going to be all gritty because you can't do anything real anymore. Laura Ingalls is a 12-year-old black trans activist.
She's despised by the community and allowed to go to church.
That's it. It's fantastic. They've absolutely been defunded. Yeah. They've been defunded. Paul, by the way, is got a drinking problem, I'm sure, in this one.
It turns out he has pancreatic cancer and dies early on.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's and Mrs. Olsen, she's married to her partner.
Also called Mrs. Olsen.
Also called Mrs. Olsen. And they've adopted 3 kids. You know that's what they would do. Oh, all right, Belle, let's give us your crap song.
It's not crap. It was a number 4 hit.
Yeah.
It's David Geddes.
It's a crap song. Oh my God. So, Daddy Don't Run. Daddy Don't Run.
Daddy, please don't.
That is...
He means so much to me.
Awful. That is the worst.
You should see the video. It doesn't help.
Yeah,
I don't know if she was that young. The girl.
It was
in
a
the
different
video,
time, Ken.
The girl in the video is definitely not that young, but it was obviously an issue with her father. And then, of course, Dad ends up trying to shoot Joey, and he kills his daughter instead.
What the hell kind of song did you give us today?
Yeah, she says he's got a gun, and he goes to shoot Joey, and she jumps in front of Joey, and he kills his daughter instead.
That is awful, awful. Oh, I'm sure.
That would have been perfect.
Oh. And now for another long-distance dedication. This song is called Run, Joey, Run. Belle came up with it in our super one-hit wonder Wednesday about a guy that tries to shoot somebody else and kills his daughter. By the way, they used that on Glee.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
And you still don't know it.
Geddes had only one. That was it. He was done after that. Yeah. He dropped out of law school after realizing he was going to make it with Run, Joey, Run. I hope he went back. My song today comes from some guys. They came, I think they were out of Ohio. One guy called Epic, because he was epic, and the other guy called Shady Shell Shock. He died a couple years ago. You could not escape the video at all on MTV. And the minute you hear the song, you go, oh my Lord. Beautiful women, kind of psychedelic, lots of bright colors, dudes with their shirts off, inked up, taking advantage of new metal. That's the rap heavy metal. And then this riff. Guess what happens in this one, Belle? Nobody shoots their daughter on accident. Sugar, honey. Partytime, USAAmerica.com. Party time. But USA, what's that song by Miley Cyrus? Party in the USA? That was a big summer hit. There's no summer hits this year.
You know, I can't tell you I'm so out of pop culture. I'm just so out of that now.
Well,
probably
if you met Belle,
before my
play
time.
a song that's a super summer hit.
Yeah, I heard that Belle was ruining your show by playing songs that everybody hated. That's what I hear.
People do not hate a number 4 hit.
Can I hear it? Do you still have it? Do we have time for it?
Yeah, you should play it. It is.
All right. I want to hear it because I missed it. I was doing the podcast. And
it is.
Here we go.
All right, let's go. I just want to know. I just want to see if I recognize it. Nope. Nothing.
So, Belle, tell them what it's about.
It's about a young couple in love. Father does not approve. The boy goes over to her house. He tries to shoot the boy. She jumps in front of the boy, and he kills his daughter instead.
That's Belle's song. That's Belle's. I did.
It's got a snappy beat, and we can dance to it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
You know, this was the 1970s. There was a lot of garbage coming out in the 1970s.
There was.
Just a lot of garbage.
And Belle finds all of it.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, do you know the song Rocky?
Yeah, by Austin Roberts.
Is the Rocky, I've never been in love. Have you done that one yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
You might.
That's a recommendation from me, Belle.
I
like. Yeah.
What are you talking about today? What's on your radar?
I came to the conclusion that, I've got an update on the D.C. thing, the D.C. crime thing, because I don't think Democrats, they like to say that they're concerned that Donald Trump's going to, he's a dictator and all of that sort of stuff, which I think is starting to fall flat with the American people because Democrats have not returned to political normalcy.
No.
When it comes to reacting to the president of the United States. And until they do, it goes back to the old Spinal Tap. If everything's an 11, nothing's an 11.
Yeah.
And everything with them is an 11. And sometimes things don't have to be an 11. And so they've gone to an 11 with this. And they go all the way to statehood with Washington, D.C., which nobody outside of Washington, D.C. thinks Washington, D.C. should be a state.
No, and the reason we have D.C. as the District of Columbia is so no state has an advantage.
Right.
That's
the whole point of the district. It was never really supposed to be a city.
You're supposed to come there, work, and go home.
It wasn't supposed to be a city, but now it is, and so now we got to deal with it. I mean, Puerto Rico has a hell of a lot better claim to statehood than Washington, D.C.
Absolutely. Next thing you know, though, they're going to go, okay, we'll make Puerto Rico state. Then Trump's going to go, all right, Guam, now's your chance. If you don't tip over, you can become a state.
Oh, they'll tip over, all right.
They will. You better
the Marines, they get on one side. They get on one side. It goes this way. On the other side, it goes.
That guy was just.
Was that Hank Johnson out of Georgia?
We play some of his music. So have you ever listened to his music?
He strums a guitar.
He's got several of them. Once a week, he comes out with a new, straight to number one. So you can talk about state. What else you can talk about?
I'm going to talk about Gophers in the downtown Nashville area. That was a you reference. That was me referencing you.
But it's not just
giant gophers.
It's a giant gopher.
A big old gopher.
We should totally get a gopher suit and just kind of pop out.
Oh no! All I'm saying is if I kill all the golfers, they're gonna lock me up and throw away the key. Not the gophers.
Not the gophers.
The gophers.
That's so awesome. Oh, my Lord. That is so awesome. That is a Caddyshack reference.
And yeah, that's right. And then, whatever pops into my head. It's kind of a free-form Wednesday on the Murphy Show. That, you know what that means, Chad?
It means you're just flying like you're commando.
I mean, some people would call it unprepared.
What do you call it?
Unprepared.
I'm
that. Some people.
Thursday Eve.
Shut up.
Matt, straight ahead. Yeah, everybody. Do it again tomorrow. Bye.